Hello, everybody. Frankie Day here for Frankie Day Models. Okay, fellas, for the evening for you, I got video number one for my, I guess, fun build. This is the old ITC 1956 ITC, Ideal Toy Crafting Corporation, Reeboks under the licensing of Lifelike. Here's the box it came out of. Now, Lindberg just took this kit from this company here, and they reboxed this whole kit here, and they're labeling, and they're labeling, yes. This thing right here, I mean, I've had this thing for years. Now, a little history behind this here kit. The ITC, the Ideal Toy Craft Corporation, they more or less made a lot of models, made a lot of, I would say, a lot of toys for the infants, for children. Then they stopped it for a while. Then post-World War baby boomers, me, they're interested in model ships and all kinds of stuff because it's a long lost art and hobby that people got into back in those days, even before that. They decided they're hand and plastic. And they made a bunch of these. This is 1/8 scale, 196. And matter of fact, I think all their ships they made, except a couple of them, were not in that scale. Now that 196 scale they have, I got them right here. I've got the Gulf Star tuna clipper, which is Reeboks now on the Lindberg. It's a tuna clipper fishing boat, and they made a dispatch number 9 tugboat, and also the Realism and Ambrose and Nantucket light ship they've done. And the other ones they've done is probably different scales. I don't know, but they're one of a kind of a model at the time. They're more or less intended for people around my age that can really relate to it because they worked on it. Like me, I worked on it. And so they made models from 1956 up to 1960. By 1960, they quit making models. They started making toys for the infants. And it remained the same ever since then, until Ideal actually went out of business. The Ideal Toy Craft Company, they made M14s. During the Vietnam War, we had a lot of problems on things because they jam up on you. And they're nothing but toys. Here you're out there in the bush out there, shooting and fighting and trying to keep yourself alive as much as you can, defeating your foes with a toy gun. That didn't go too right with the government, so they say, enough of that noise. So anyway, by 1960, a company called Pyro out of Union, New Jersey, they picked up on it, and they carried it all the way up to 1980. And by 1980, no, actually, the Pyro model company out of Union, New Jersey, I think they went out of business probably in the late 60s. I'm sorry, I retract that statement about the 1980s. The Pyro model company on Union, New Jersey, they went ahead and bought the molds from ITC. And from the 1950s all the way up to the end of the 1960s, they went out of business. They bellied out. The Lifelike came in, this company here. They came in and bought the mold. They lasted until about the 1980s. Then they vanished in the haze with the rest of them. The molds lay dormant for a long, long time. Lindberg picked up on it. Now they produce this kit and they're labeling. Okay, when we get down, take a look at this bad girl. She's a nasty woman. She been at sea too long. That's why I was down at the bay. Did the weathering with oils, pastels, I used to work on a fishing boat when I got out of the Navy as a deckhand on the Natco. It was a converted, I think it was a converted buoy tender. And it was painted about this color here. Now, the color illustrations on the plans in this kit are very, very elementary and not very becoming for this type of model. And a lot of the colors on it, like are actually they're written in the paragraphs of the colors of the assemblies. I just painted this. Just I put a wine-colored waterline here. It's Humboldt color. I'm not done with that. I'm gonna do some other thing on the waterline. I got a lot of work doing this thing. It builds fast. It's almost there, getting there now. I got to add the stack, lifeboats, the gallows frames, chains, lifeboats, broaching sails, 2 deck fittings, rail work, and lastly, rigging and get her mounted on a piece of wood. The kit gives you 2 little stands here to put the set pretty on. And I'm going to go ahead and mount this on the waves. I'm going to make me some, like a cradle, not cradle, but a slip. It looks pretty nice. I'm going to go ahead and put it on there. This model was pretty well detailed, guys. No stones were uncovered in this kit here. This is the second attempt that I built this model. The first one I built was back in 1965. It was a Pyro kit. It was the Russian fishing boat using this kit here. The hull was all red with a black water line, and they had different colored deck structures and everything. But this is the fishing trawler. This is the Marilyn M right here. That's the name of her. I'm going to call it the Ruthie Eileen, after my wife. I'm going to put it right on the side here, so she'll be happy she's got her name on my fishing boat. Trawler. Got the screw on there. I'm going to add the bronze wash on it and tone that screw down a little bit. Add a lot of rust on here. This camera don't pick up as good as the other one is, but it's not too bad for a web camera. It looks better in real life than it does on the screen here, guys. Trust me, it really does. I use oils on the woodwork here. I use oils on the deck. I've got about 100 hours on this boat right here. And it's still not done yet. I build slow. When you're building these things, fellas, you've got to take your time on them. Now, I watch a lot of YouTube. These guys are good model builders. I'm not trying to impugn in their work and their skills, but they build too damn fast. These things are made to take your time, you know, and work on it a little bit, put it aside and forget about it for a while, and bring it back out again and work on it a little bit more until it's done. And so right now I'm working on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 at a time now, ships. 8 at a time. My priority is the RMS Titanic and also the Canton Clipper Sea Witch. No novice should have no problem into building this here model. Those got it very good. Believe it or not, though, there's no fit issues at all. As old as this damn thing is, there's no fit issues at all. And not very much, well, this is a lifelike kit. I can't vouch for the Lindberg. Of course, this is a lot more newer release than what Lindberg's got going on. So life like they bought a lot of the Pyro molds, and they actually, when they took over the molds, everything and every boxing is precisely as that of the boxing of the original of the ITC. Comes in a spool of rigging thread, the little packaging of figures. I got figures comes in this thing here too. Got a cap in and it has a couple semen on there. I'm going to paint. They got the yellow Sylvesters on there. I'm going to paint the raincoats, the Sylvester, all yellow. And I got to paint the masthead lights over here. I'm going to finish up the stack. So anybody that's building this fishing trawler, follow along with me. And you got any questions on this thing, and if we run into trouble, I'll bail you out. And they got one of my subscribers and commenters that commented on my I ain't too certain of the Titanic or I think it was the Titanic. I mentioned about having a video on this. He commented back and says, I just bought the Lindberg one. I'm building it. And I'd like to see yours. So here it is, fellas. You know, it's not done yet. It's getting there. These things are dirty. These things weren't fixed to go to a beauty contest. I'll tell you that, guys. They're dirty. They're nasty. They're smelly. They're a work boat. These fellows out here, they risk their lives on catching fish so that we can eat them. Dangerous work on a fishing boat. Very dangerous. Just show you how dangerous it is. Any of you fellas ever watched the deadliest catch on a crab fishing boat up the Bering Sea? That's a rough sea out there, fellas, and very cold and very deep. And you get those crab pods on there. They launch them out those gallows frames. And them things probably weigh about 900 pounds, 900 to 1,000 pounds. In cages, they're very heavy. And for human flesh and steel don't go together too good. Them things ever bang up and hit you up the side against the side of the bulwarks right here. They'll crush your ribs, kill you. You got a line on the deck, especially you're throwing your traps over the side. You run a line around your foot like that. So as soon as that trap goes down, it'll pull you off the ship. It'll take you out about 700 feet of water. These are very dangerous. These guys get paid very, very handsomely well. They make a year's wages in 2 or 3 days on something like this. It's amazing how much money you can make. But like I say, fellas, it's not a day at the beach with these things. It's very dangerous work. This is a nice kit. I suggest you guys get the Lindberg one. The Lindberg one is this kit here too. It's the same kit, just $3 on the Lindberg. Molded in white plastic. This thing was molded in white, black, and tan plastic. This color plastic was molded into yellowish tan. And black plastic, and also the only thing that was white on it was the hull. And now we'll take another gander at it. I got to rust out that windlass and the winch, and also those trunk covers on top of the fish tanks, fish holds where they keep the fish at. It's got to be rusted out. I'm going to paint the funnel aluminum. Up here, you like Charlie Noble's old exhaust stacks. I'm going to paint those aluminum. I should have primed them and painted them before I put them on there, but I just got overzealous and went ahead and installed them anyway. They can be painted. I'm going to touch it up white and go ahead and paint them with aluminum. There you go. That's your North Atlantic Sea fishing trawler. Alrighty, here I am. Yeah, I suggest you got to get one of these. You got one in your stack, build it. It don't take long to build it, but I just like to build slow, take my time on it. You know, I'm pretty meticulous in doing that because I like to check if I made any mistakes, I like to fix them. Sometimes on YouTube, you know, well, on here, for example, like when I'm showing a model, sometimes it bring out a mistake that I overlooked. I said, how the hell did I miss that? And those guys seen that. That's a strike against me right there. So I fix it. So like I say, guys, you build these things, if something don't fit right, it don't look right, tear the damn thing out and do it over again. And no one's the wiser. Okay. Next video coming up will probably be on the Titanic. I got a few more things doing to see which, but I make a video on that. I got probably about a good day's work off of to get another video. I thought I overlooked at it. Oh God, I usually put the darn the shrouds on top of the platforms and also on top of the trestle trees. So you don't rig the shrouds. I got to rig those up, and when I finish up the standing rigging, that's part of the standing rigging right there. Then I make the rat lines on it. Then the running rigging will come to view, just like a Nation S Victory. So I got the Victory coming out too. I'm circulating my videos. I'm circulating the builds. Next week would be the Arizona or something else, but I'm going to get these things done. And I get my new shed in tomorrow, so I'm going to build some shelves out there, and I'm going to start putting my models back there. I'm going to have cameras back there. I'm getting out of this trailer here, and I got to have some room. Between the size of this trailer and these models, I'll get claustrophobia. Sometimes I feel like I'm pushing the corner, which I'm at right now. I got nowhere out. But I like it. It's more Frankie Day here now. Before I moved in here, before there was nothing in here but a shell. Okay, guys, that's about all I got going on right now. This is it for the fishing trawler. This is it for me. And make mama happy. And take care of the little ones. And take care of yourself. Stay focused, be dry, spend wisely. And the kids are going back to school now, so they're calling for masks again for the children. So I don't know what to say, fellas. This world is like an upside down cake. It's just not getting any better. And I got to just hope and pray things will, and they will. So, again, thank you very much for my commenters, my subscribers, for your comments. I'm very honored each one of you guys. And thank you very much. I love you, fellas. You guys take care of yourselves. And the next video coming up will be on the Titanic. So stay posted to that. I got more stuff coming this way on that. And I should have this thing done by next week. This fishing boat. I'll have this done next week. And also have the mark graph done next week. So I have 2 back-to-back final reveal stats. So I got 2 done. And working on the Titanic. I'll be out of here. But I've got the age of sail, the clipper ships coming up, and get those done going on. Then I'm going back on airplanes. So I got a lot of stuff coming your way, fellas. A lot of stuff. And so I came to realization I'm just going to go ahead and just stay out here and just make as comfortable as I can by getting as many storage facilities as I can get to keep my stuff in here, because I don't want to lose my things, guys, you know. If I'm dead once, it's gone. But, you know, I'm very much alive. I want to keep everything I got. But we all do. Okay, this is Frankie Day signing off Frankie Day Model. So stay posted on the RMS Titanic count for you in a couple of days. And God love you, fellas. Take care of yourselves. And we'll catch you on the next video. So stay posted for that. And that's about it. So be good. And I love you, fellas. Take care, boys.